Pi Phi Pi. Living mathematics. It is angelic mathematica. It is the thing that when we say it, when we have this realization of what it is the restoration of our angelic sovereignty. Welcome, evolutionaries. I am so crazy excited to share this with you today. I got this insight yesterday and I was actually bouncing off the walls. I was so energetic because this is the mathematical proof of everything I've been teaching around ending the reincarnation cycle and blossoming, tying it back to atonement and attunement so that we are resonating at a higher frequency of love each and every time we expand. So Pi Phi Pi is the very core of that, and it's fun to say. I invite you to say it with me. Pi Phi Pi. So Joe, what exactly is Pi Phi Pi? Well, Pi Phi Pi. So when we come into this realm, into this vessel, this body of ours, the soul is perfect. The soul is always perfect. So, but it is a perfect sphere. So pi represents half of a perfect sphere. So we have perfection in mathematical form. And of course, I've talked to you about the law of blossoming, which is the law of phi, which is the expansion of the God force, the blossoming of the wellspring of God within, of this divine spark that we all carry. So you have this perfection, and then you have, which is pi, and then you have the expansion of the perfection, which is phi. So pi, phi, and then pi, because again, we are back to that beautiful perfection of the soul, the solar sun, which I have been teaching you about, S-O-U-L-A-R. This burgeoning light of God within us now grows even more so. So pi, phi, pi, phi, pi, phi, pi. This simple, very simple. It was just, I was blown away at the simplicity of this because this truly enacts the solar sun. This is something that when we are just walking down the street, we can just think Pi Phi Pi. And it's so fun. And really, what is love, an aspect of unselfish love? It's joy, it's happiness. And every time I say Pi Phi Pi, I can't help but smile and feel this overwhelming joy of knowing that my soul is expanding. This is why I wanted to share this with you so quickly. I didn't really even prepare much. I just kind of like, oh, you know, I have to get this out to my evolutionaries, and because it is so very exciting for me. Because again, you have pi, and then you have phi, and you have pi. It's so fun, and it's a truism. It's something that I wish my guides would have given me this insight. They gave me all these amazing other insights, but this is so simple in its beauty and its resonance because it truly enacts the golden ratio, this natural law of God of expansion where everything is expanding, and this is something that is directly applicable, is that a correct word? To our practices. And it actually creates an angelic coherence. And based on the last video where I talked about triality, so we have the duality, and then bringing spirit into duality, this is the expansion of spirit in duality to create that neutral force, that loving God force, which overwhelms and takes over all aspects of duality. So we become the living presence of God in duality, which neutralizes duality. And we become this force of love, of unselfish love. And that is just amazing that this very simple phrase, Pi Phi Pi, embodies all of this. And then I started looking around and thinking to myself, well, how can I even demonstrate this even further? Because as a living principle, like peace, and you see I've got the peace sign right behind me. So peace is something that we live. It's not stagnant. But when you take a circle, 360 degrees, and divide it by phi, you actually get this ratio with 222 divided by 2, which is 11 on each side. Again, so you've got this angelic coherence. And I think that's really cool. Angelic coherence. So with this principle, you are up-leveling the God force within you, and you become part of the living mathematics of God. Now, we all are. So we all are a part of God. But this is insightful in the sense that it really gives perspective, or at least an image that you can grow from Pi, Phi, Pi. So it's the ever-expanding force of God within the heart, this amazing force of unselfish love. And so it gives you this angelic sovereignty. As I talked about in one of the previous videos, that when you begin activating this God force and you begin expanding it, this truly is the armor of God that wraps around you, because the energy, the energetics of love, of God that is expanding from you, the blossoming of this, it gives you an armor. It is impenetrable by the enemy, by the dark forces, and it's perfect. So where other people are practicing more materialistic type of mortal practices like attraction, they are damaging the perfection of who they are and allowing things to come in. But by doing and focusing on this love, you're creating this amazing symmetrical blossoming flower that is wrapping around you, and it's just so amazing to me. The solar sun is in each and every one of us, but this allows us to broaden the illumination in which each one of us can carry and touch, because as we walk down the street, as I've talked about this many times, but I just love the concept. People don't even realize that as they walk by you, they get this beautiful hit of love, and they just go, wow, I feel much better from whatever they were thinking of. And so you are the carrier, the illuminary, this person that is bringing in heaven to earth by bringing and expanding the force of God, this illumination within you. And this simple Pi, Phi, Pi gives you something to think about as you blossom the God force within. So let me know your thoughts. Share with me and just let me know, and I'd love to hear how you guys say, well, Joe, it is fun to say. So, because it is, and it's angelic mathematics. You've got Phi and you've got Pi, and it's just, it makes so much sense. I've never heard anyone ever talk about this before. And of course, for me, that's one of the things that I've been very blessed, is I've been able to teach things that haven't been taught on planet Earth for over 1,000 years. And it brings me so much joy to bring this. So people think that we've got these chords and things running all over us. No, we don't. Those are the people that are the puppets. We are the ones, again, to have our sovereignty. And this is part of that complex, the aspect of God that we are bringing back. And it's in each, again, every one of you. And I just love this. And I love you guys so much that this really is just, I love this. It's fun and it's truth. It is, I was thinking about this the other day as they were giving me this. I'm like, well, this is like a truth-arianism. I'm like, truth-arian. I've never heard of that before. Kind of like a breatharian, but a trutharian. And I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. I like that. So anyway, evolutionaries, leave me your thoughts. And I love you, and I will talk to you again, because I got some really exciting things coming up. As an aside, my guides have given me incredible just insights over the last week or so, and I've been taking notes. And really, one of the things that I'm really excited about, well, several things, is they've actually shown me how this etheric, this spiritual matrix works, and what happened, and where we are, and what's about to happen, which is going to be the big event for all of us. I'm going to do a video on living foods to help you purify and raise the vibrational frequency of your harmonic temple, which is your body, the vessel. So this is not who you are, but while you're here, you need to up-level this as well, so that you continue to purge anything that may be of physical dis-ease while you are here on planet Earth. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about how, because as I talk about the God force and becoming more God than man or mortal, they actually showed me this really cool example of what that means in living from your heart. Because again, the heart is the source, it's where the soul resides. People that talk about the soul residing in the third eye, that is not love. That is just an eye. It helps you see. And when you enact the Soular Sun, where the unselfish aspect, and you grow that, the third eye still works. It's not as important as everybody thinks it is, but you're seeing things through love, not the mind. And this is actually one of the biggest challenges in what's being taught out there today, is people are teaching from the mind and not from the heart. Anyway, this next video I'm really excited, or one of the upcoming videos. I don't know exactly how I'm going to space them out. I've got some ideas, but look for 1 or 2 more videos from me this week. Much love, and let me know about Pi Phi Pi. I'm Joe Heller. Love you. Bye-bye.